Our next topic is the Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, as I told you that it was flourished near the Indus River. The mature period of this civilization was 2600 1900 BC. Underline students, the mature period of the Indus Valley civilization 2600 1900 BC, and it was the ancient civilization on the continent, and this was flourished near the river Indus. So that's why it is also known as a Indus River Valley civilization. The areas which were found near the Indus River, these were Sindh, Punjab and Balochistan, as well as it was also spread in the Indian states, as these states are mentioned here: Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab and Rajasthan. In spite of Pakistan and India, its remains were also found in Afghanistan, Turkmenistan and Iran. This civilization was also known as the Harappan civilization. Here I would like to explain why it is also known as a Harappan civilization. It is known as the Harappan civilization because the first city which was unearthed, that was the Harappa. The things related to these civilizations firstly were found in Harappa, that is the city in Pakistan. Now I would like to explain who discovered this civilization, who started the excavation of this civilization. It was excavated by Indian archaeologist. The name of that archaeologist was Dayaram Sani. He started the excavation in 1921. He started the excavation in 1921. The name of that archaeologist was Dayaram Sani. He discovered the Harappa in 1922. That was the city which was related to the Indus Valley civilization. It was discovered in 1922 by the Dayaram Sani. The second person who discovered the site related to the Indus Valley civilization was R.D. Banerjee. R.D. Banerjee, he also discovered Mohenjo-daro in 1922. The year was same. The Harappa was also discovered in 1922 and Mohenjo-daro was also discovered in 1922, but the persons were different. R.B. Dayaram Sani, he discovered the Harappa, and R.D. Banerjee discovered the Mohenjo-daro. Now our next point is sources of the Harappan culture. Means from where we get the knowledge about the Harappan culture. Because the history, about history we just have the proofs like pottery, seals, toys, tools, weapons which were discovered from these sites. Seals, tools, toys, weapons and the other remains of the buildings, which gives us a knowledge about these Indus Valley civilization. Students, next is sites of the Indus Valley civilization. Sites means the places the areas from where we get the things related to Indus Valley civilization. I already explained that the main sites of the Indus Valley civilizations were Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. These were the two main places related to the Indus Valley civilization. In spite of these two places, the other places which were related to Indus Valley civilization were Lothal, that was in Gujarat, Kalibangan, that is in Rajasthan, Ropar, that is in Punjab, Alamgiri, that is in Uttar Pradesh, Banavali, that is in Hisar, and Kodezi, that is in Pakistan. Okay, these are the main places related to the Indus Valley civilization. Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, Kalibangan, Ropar, Alamgiri, Banavali, Kodezi. Now I would like to explain the main feature of the Harappan culture. Main features of Harappan culture. The first feature of Harappan culture is town planning. Town planning, the meaning is clear. How the towns were planned during the Indus Valley civilization. First of all, I like to tell you about the roads and the drainage system of the Indus Valley civilization. They had the excellent skill in the town planning. The streets were laid down according to a set of plan. These were streets and cut each other at the right angle. The roads were wide enough and the streets were paved with fire burnt bricks. Bricks were used to construct these drains and streets, and these drains were covered with bricks, and the running water was under these drains, and the lamps were also there at the regular distances. You can see in photographs the drainage system of the Indus Valley civilization. The main cities of the Indus Valley civilization like Mohenjo-daro, Lothal, these cities have a good drainage system, and the small drains were emptied into the main drains, and the main drains ran under the main street. Main holes were also there for inspection, and the water supply was very good. All these things shows that they had the good drainage system and they have the efficient civic administration. Students, our further point is buildings and houses. Our further point is buildings and houses. The people of Indus Valley had built 3 categories of buildings. The people of Indus Valley had the 3 types of buildings. First was the large building. Second were the public bath. Third was the people dwelling houses. So three types of buildings were there. Large building, these were mostly for the richest people, and the public bath, that was the bath which was used by the people, and third was the houses related to the common people. So three types of buildings were there. The cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, these were divided into two parts. Underline this, students. Part 1 of the city was built on a raised ground and it was called the Citadel. It's important. Raised part, the city was divided into two parts. The raised part was known as the Citadel and the lower part was known as the was built at the lower level, and that was known as the lower part. So two types of buildings were there. First was Citadel and second was lower part. That was the Citadel, that was the upper part, and lower part was for common peoples. In the Citadel, mostly the large buildings were found. These buildings were granaries, students, for to store the grain, workshops, assembly hall and the factories. In the Citadel, the large buildings were found like granaries, workshops, assembly hall and the factories. Assembly halls for assembling the people, where the people assembled. Let us know about the granary. What is a granary and where it was found? The great granary was found at Harappa. Underline this. The granary was found at Harappa. That was the most important building in the Citadel. I told you, in Citadel, the large buildings were found. The first large building which was found in Citadel, that was the Great Granaries, and it was found at Harappa, and it ran 46 meters long and 15 meters wide. It was 46 meters long and 15 meters wide. The granaries were used. What was the use of the granaries? I already told you. The granaries were used to store the food grains. So the granaries were used by the people to store the grain. Clear, students? The first building which was found in Citadel, that was the granary. Okay, it was the large building and it was used to store the grain, and it was 46 meters long and 15 meters wide. The second building which was found in Citadel, that was the Great Public Bath. The Great Bath, it was found at Mohenjo-daro. The granary was found at Harappa and the Great Bath was found at Mohenjo-daro. It was the most important structure in the city, and it consisted of a large quadrangle in the center with the large swimming enclosure, and its length was 40 feet length and 23 feet in width and 8 feet in depth. That underline this. It had galleries and rooms on all sides, and this bath had the galleries on the both sides. Which had arrangements for hot water baths, and it also had a flight of steps at either end and was fed by bell in one of the rooms, and bell was also there to fill the water in this bath, and the stairs were also there to go into the bath. And it was mostly used on religious occasions and on the time of the festivals. And the third building which was found in Citadel, the name of that building was the Assembly Hall, and this building was used by the people to assemble. It was the huge public building. It was also found at Mohenjo-daro, and it was used for general meetings by the rulers, and it was used by the rulers for meetings. And the next building which was found at Mohenjo-daro, that was Lothal Docks. At Lothal Docks, Lothal near, and it was found near the Ahmedabad. A naval dockyard has been discovered, and this shows that the people of the Indus Valley this building shows that the people of Indus Valley carried out some maritime activities during this period. Maritime were the activities which were related to the shipping or the other activities which were taking place near the sea. You can see here Lothal Dockyard, and this was related to the maritime activities, related to the sea activities. Next, I would like to explain the people's dwelling houses. What type of houses the people had during the Indus Valley civilization. The most of the houses were double story. The houses during the Indus Valley civilization were double storied. The first floor was used for sleeping, and other rooms were also there. The houses were made of bricks. You can see the houses were made from baked bricks, and sometimes the lime and gypsum was also used to add the strength of the structure. Students, I hope this point is clear. The houses were made from bricks, and these were 2 stories, and the stairs were also there. Next, what type of people were there, and what 4 social groups of people. The 4 groups of people were found. First was the ruling class. Ruling class means the kings and the other rulers who ruled over the people. The second was the rich merchants and the warriors. The merchants came under the second category, and the third were traders, and fourth were laborers, labor class. Okay, the four types of people were found during the Indus Valley civilization: the ruling class, the rich merchants and warriors, the traders and the laborers. Clear? The ruling class at the time lived in the citadel area, means in the upper area the ruling class was lived, and the common people, laborer, were lived in the single story rooms in the lower house. Next is art and sculpture. You can see the pictures, the art of the Indus Valley civilization. The Harappa made beautiful and artistic sculptures of clay. They used clay, stones and different metals to make the beautiful artistic sculptures. Okay, many figures were found during the Indus Valley civilization. The first was the bronze statue of a dancing girl, which is shown relaxing after a dance performance. Her right hand is on her hip and left hand is dangling free. She is wearing a large number of bangles. Similarly, the other pictures were also found. The others sculpture were also found, which were made of terracotta. Thank you, students. Have a nice day, and the remainder of the chapter I will sing in the next video. Thank you.